Hi everyone in cloud computing, welcome to the 5th episode of the Cloud Computing Training Show with Brad Nelson and internationally recognised and world's #1 cloud industry expert and thought leader, David Linthicum. This show is sponsored by Nelson Hilliard, cloud computing recruitment specialist, placing great people in cloud, IoT, fintech and AI. In this week's show, David and I will be talking about the 3 killer cloud skills that will get you hired today. Hi Dave, great to see you back and welcome to another cloud computing training show.
It's good to see you too, Brad. I'm looking forward to get people to making more money.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great topic this week. And I get asked this a lot, and I'm sure you've heard it a few times, Dave, as well, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So people are always like, what are the skills that I need to have that are going to make me a lot more money, that'll get me hired? And it's pretty easy. Really kind of the first thing is AWS certification. Any one of those will be good. So in other words, your ability to kind of get into AWS architecture, AWS development, or any particular AWS skills, such as S3 management, things like that, are really going to pay the bills. So if you're looking to get into these sorts of tactical skills with a particular cloud provider, AWS or Microsoft, for example, but AWS is the 600-pound gorilla in the market right now. Yeah, those are going to basically provide you with the capabilities to get hired today. In fact, I figure there's 50 AWS openings that are chasing one candidate out there right now, based on the fact of, me being as a consultant and working as an executive in a consulting organization, trying to hire AWS talent. Second would be IoT in the cloud. So in other words, Internet of Things and your ability to kind of understand how that works and plays well with AWS and Microsoft and Google. All those cloud providers have IoT-based capabilities, and your ability to, in essence, understand those things, either get certified or not, and your ability to kind of link into devices, understand how to do embedded-based programming, things like that, will get you paid today, and probably more than AWS certification. So there's not as many job openings out there in IoT yet, but IoT in the cloud is probably the fastest growing space right now, as people, such as Nest and some of the manufacturing organizations are looking to, in essence, hire the cloud talent out there that'll actually get them into the IoT space. So I urge you to go out there and spend some time, because it's not very difficult technology to understand, but understand the basics of the technology. Get certified if you can, but basically be able to build systems, deploy systems, hook systems up, hook devices up into the cloud. And then finally, serverless or container anything. So we all know that serverless is hot technology, containers, hot technology. So your ability to understand Docker, your ability to understand Lambda, your ability to understand Microsoft functions will get you your resume in front of the people who are hiring, and you'll get some big dough, based on your capabilities of understanding that. Now, this is kind of a bit of a tactical play, just like the IoT play. However, your goal is to get inside of these companies, in essence, provide them with the capability to do the serverless and container stuff, and you'll grow that into other bases of technology, into DevOps in the cloud, and perhaps IoT in the cloud, and perhaps some AWS certifications, things like that. So serverless and containers, the ability people understand Docker, the ability to understand Rocket, the ability to understand Kubernetes, the ability to understand Lambda, the ability to understand functions, is something I would pay attention to now in the market. Read the books, watch the videos, understand how you're going to train yourself in these particular kinds of technologies. And by the way, this technology is cheap because it's on demand. They'll give you a demo account for free. Go out there and start programming and make it work today. That will allow you to get into the particular technology companies that are looking to hire these particular skills, and you're going to find your paycheck's going to be bigger and your outlook's going to be greater.
Yep, again, I agree with you on that one, Dave. And I think you're right. It's the foresight of where that getting your foot in the door based on the understanding and what your expectations are and what the employer's expectations are of what you'll be able to deliver in the future as the project goes with regards to, containerization, serverless, etc. So AWS is a great starting point for everything, isn't it, with the serverless Lambda option?
Yeah, I mean, my advice to people who are coming out of college, and we had this discussion last week when we talked about colleges, your ability to understand these tactical skills will get you in the door. Now, if you're a complete dunderhead and you're not necessarily going to fit into those organizations, they're going to find you out. So please don't be a dunderhead. But allows you to get in front of folks who are really going to appreciate an aggressive nature of someone who's able to basically adapt to the particular skill sets that they're looking for. So when I see people come in the door and they have the skill sets that I'm looking for, but they also have the fortitude and the enthusiasm to basically get into the job, that's going to be the 1-2 punch that's going to get them hired. But the reality is that if you're looking for a job, you're looking to make a decent wage, that these are the 3 things that I would focus on. And the reality is it doesn't really take that long for you to understand them. You have to have IT-based skills. You need to understand what platforms are and what storage is and compute is, things like that. However, just a basic set of knowledge, your ability to have a management information systems or a computer science degree will provide you with the foundation to really kind of understand where this technology is going and get you into the market. So this is, in essence, your key and entry into the companies you want to work for. And so it's important that you pay attention to where the market's going. These are the 3 skills you need to focus on, get the skills you need, and get a job.
So yeah, I think you've raised some really good points there, Dave, about making sure that the courses are something that are not only looked upon now, but the constant redevelopment of skills, the constant understanding of the skills and how the markets are shifting and changing accordingly. And apologies if you can hear some noise outside, viewers. I have a very noisy gardener that's come a day early, so apologies for that. I'll try. I hope it's not messing up the signal too much. But essentially, you run some great courses as well, and they're live on Lynda, and they're a great benefit. I've scanned through some of them. Admittedly, I've not taken any, but you know, I'd like to have a bit more of an in-depth look at some time in the near future. But essentially, there's some great courses there to give people the backbone of what they need for their next career move. Yeah, they're accessed on lynda.com. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put a link in the bottom of this video description, so you've got everything that someone may need to just click and have a look at what courses there are there. And I think it's exciting next week, Dave, because we've got some special guests, haven't we? So not next week, beg your pardon, next year. We're in December at the moment, so sort of January, February next year, we've got some exciting potential guests coming on, where we can talk more in depth with some top people in containerization. Is that right?
We absolutely have some great guests coming in with different perspective in terms of where technology is going. And, you know, it's good listening to you and I, Brad, but ultimately we have to get some other opinions in here from time to time, keep us straight. So I'm looking forward to, in 2018, getting some different personalities who have some different understandings in the cloud computing industries to provide us with some different perspectives.
Essentially, yeah, we're going to be covering some great industries as well, aren't we, with regards to banking, the medical world as well, the back end of all of that, so the containerization, the serverless and all of that sort of thing. So it's a really exciting time for 2018, Dave.
Absolutely, especially the poor guy in IT who's you know, attempting to build one of these things and, you know, has lots of issues, problems, risks, worries, things like that, and allowing them to understand where things are going and getting lots of different perspectives in terms of how to do things right, best practices, and how to approach their problems.
Yeah, exactly. There'll be some great insights shared as well. And you know, as much as we love talking and bouncing our ideas around, like you said, we need some other people to come in on this now, and we can do some 3-way Skype calls and, you know, hopefully get that on videos and podcasts and stuff, and get that out there. So that'd be absolutely awesome, Dave. Thanks so much for being a part of the training show again this week. And we've got a great blog that Dave's written. This blog will be going live on the Nelson Hilliard website and also out on social media. There'll be a link to it in the description box below. So remember to like, comment and subscribe. And thanks, David, for your time again on the training show. It's been a pleasure as always.
My pleasure. Go strangle your gardener.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to be having a word with the gardener. So look, thanks for watching, everyone, and really hope you enjoyed the training show this week. It's been fun, albeit the noisy gardener outside. But you know, we've covered some great topics. There's lots of exciting things to look forward to in 2018. Yeah, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay tuned to the weekly cloud computing shows that David and I do, and also the cloud computing news that's done weekly, funnily enough. And remember, you can get David on Twitter, which is @DavidLinthicum, and you can get hold of me as well, which is Nelson_Hilliard. So look forward to next week's show. It's always a pleasure and always good fun to record this. Hopefully the gardener will be on holiday or his machinery will be broken. But either way, we look forward to that, and thanks again for watching.